It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Raiders at 9-3 here on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll drop to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a second and goal. They'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless...
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it's Chief. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 12. They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Oh, he made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
At the 23, it's second and 12.
They're going to look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And third and 8 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Devin Duvernay.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be And he's going to go down again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Shifts past him at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the... Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started.
Now in
Once again,
Las Vegas.
and for the
Welcome
call in the
back,
second
everybody.
half, let's send you back out
it's
to
Raider
Allegiant
football
Stadium.
here, but they're on the
And
short
Brandon
side
Gott.
of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, this deep.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards. And the Raiders first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a gain of 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Again, he'll drop to throw. flush to his right. Open man is Myers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play. An important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And out come the Chiefs now.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. If you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Open man right side is Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they take a knee. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right.
Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Chiefs, The win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.